Hello, welcome back. Hello, everyone. And I am Michael, and this is Michael Reads. Today, we arrive at the final chapter of our journey through uh, one of the greatest personal finance books ever written, The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. And before we begin, I want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who has joined these live streams. And thank you to everyone who has watched the replays. Thank you to everyone who has commented, shared their thoughts, and supported this channel because ultimately, books are not just about information, they are about connection. They allow us to share ideas across generations. They allow us they allow someone who lived thousands of years ago or someone who wrote nearly a century ago to still speak directly into our lives, and that is exactly what makes this book so remarkable. Over this series, we have traveled through ancient Babylon. We have met people searching for answers. We've met people who made mistakes. We've met people who transformed their lives. And throughout every chapter, we discovered one consistent message. And that message is wealth begins with wisdom. Today, we will explore the section of the book, the historical sketch of Babylon, but we will also step back and look at the entire journey. What are the biggest lessons? Why does this book still matter? And perhaps most importantly, how can we apply these principles to our own lives today? Before we begin, if you have enjoyed the series, please support me by liking this live stream. It doesn't cost anything, it doesn't take a lot of effort, but just a click, and it does help me a lot. It lets me know that you appreciate me sharing these with you. And you could also help by subscribing to the channel and sharing it with someone who would benefit from these timeless lessons. It's kind of like sharing the blessing and spreading it along. And if you haven't watched the complete chapter by chapter playlist yet, I invite you to go back and experience the full journey from the beginning. Today's discussion is the conclusion. So this will be the last time we probably will touch on the richest man in Babylon, but I might do a summary. Who knows, another summary, or just keep you updated on the principles that we've learned in here that I have tried and tested, and sort of just give you an update of how they've gone. So today is the conclusion, but the real value comes from returning to these lessons again and again. Now, let's take one final journey into Babylon with the historical sketch of Babylon. When people hear the name Babylon, they often think of mythology, legends, or ancient stories. But Babylon was a very real civilization. It is one of the greatest cities of the ancient world. Located in Mesopotamia, near modern day Iraq, Babylon became the center of trade, architecture, mathematics, and human achievements. What makes Babylon especially fascinating is that it flourished in an environment that was not naturally easy. Unlike some ancient civilizations that benefited from abundant natural resources, Babylon had challenges. It did not have vast forests, have great supplies of stone. It did not have an abundance of precious metals. Yet somehow Babylon became one of the wealthiest cities in history. How, you may ask? Through human ingenuity, through organization, trade, discipline, and learning. And perhaps that is why George Clason chose Babylon as the setting for this book because Babylon represents something greater than a place. It represents what human beings can accomplish when they apply knowledge and discipline. The wealth of Babylon was built, it wasn't discovered. And one of the most important lessons from Babylon's history is that prosperity was created. It was not accidental. The people of Babylon developed systems. They created irrigation. They built walls. They established trade. They developed financial practices. They understood that success required planning. This mirrors the message throughout the entire books. Great things rarely happen by accident. They are built. A successful business is built. So is a strong relationship, a healthy body, financial security. And the foundation is always the same. Small actions repeated consistently over time. So, the 10 greatest lessons from the richest man in Babylon, after having traveled through this entire story, we will bring them together. We'll bring together the biggest lessons. So, lesson one. Okay. Pay yourself first. This is perhaps the most famous lesson from the book. A portion of everything you earn belongs to you. Not your bills, not your expenses, not your lifestyle, to you. This principle teaches us that building wealth begins with respecting our future selves. Lesson number two, control your expenses. This book reminds us that our desires often grow alongside our income. Without discipline, earning more does not automatically create wealth. A person must learn the difference between what they need and what they simply want. Lesson number three, make your money work for you. Your labor creates income, but eventually your money should also create income. This is the foundation of building financial independence. So, where it says make your money work for you, um, I'm on this journey with you guys, so I can actually reveal to you that I'm learning how to trade, so that hopefully one day I can make my money work for me. Yeah, it's reading. Reading is and gaining wisdom and learning is what's going to get you there, and not from watching a YouTube video or a YouTube guru trying to teach you how to do some sort of skill within 30 minutes. No, that's not how it works. It's simply picking up a book, and like I said earlier, it's just taking small steps, small actions consistently over time. You could read just a couple of pages here and there, but it's up to you. So, learning new skills can lead to your money creating income. You know, and this is the foundation for building financial independence. Lesson number four, protect what you build. Growing wealth is important. Protecting wealth is equally important. Wise people understand risk. They seek knowledge and avoid unnecessary mistakes. Lesson number five, seek wisdom from experience. One of the most valuable investments we can make is learning from those who already have the experience. The right teacher can save us years of mistakes. Lesson number six, debt does not have to define you. The story of Dabasir reminds us that mistakes can be corrected. Your past decisions may influence where you are now, but they do not have to determine where you go or where you are going to go. Lesson number seven, Consistency beats intensity. Wealth is rarely built through one dramatic moment. It is usually built through small decisions repeated consistently. The person who saves a little every month, the person who learns every day, the person who improves one habit at a time, those people create extraordinary results. Lesson number 8, opportunity, it favors preparation. People often talk about luck, but preparation creates opportunities. The person who develops skills, knowledge, and discipline is ready when opportunity arrives. And lesson number 9, responsibility creates freedom. This is perhaps the deepest lesson of the entire book. When we accept responsibility, we gain power. When we blame circumstances, we surrender power. The future improves when we take ownership of our choices. And the final lesson, wealth is about more than just money. At the beginning of this journey, we may have thought this book was about gold. But by the end, we realized it was really never really about gold. It was about wisdom, it was about character, and about becoming the type of person capable of creating and managing success. So, as I finish this journey through the richest man in Babylon, one message stands above all others. The greatest investment we can ever make is in ourselves. Valuable, but knowledge is priceless because money can be lost. Opportunities can disappear, circumstances can change, but the wisdom we gain stays with us. This book reminds us that success is not reserved for a lucky few. It is available to those willing to learn, apply, and remain consistent. And I believe this lesson extends far beyond finances. Every area of life is follows a similar pattern. If we want better results, we must become better. If we want different outcomes, we must make different choices, people. If we want a stronger future, we must begin building that future today. So, my challenge to you is simple. Choose one lesson from this book. Just one. Maybe it's saving or controlling your expenses or learning more. Simply learning more. Or it could be finally facing a financial challenge you have been avoiding. Do not underestimate the power of one decision. A single decision repeated consistently over time can change the direction of your life. So let's change our lives, everybody. Let's change them together. And if you have enjoyed this journey through the richest man in Babylon, I would love for you to continue being part of the Michael Reads community. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Explore the full playlist of chapter readings. Share these videos with someone who enjoys learning and personal growth. And most importantly, pick up a copy of this book and read it for yourself. It's not a big book, even if you have a short attention span. Guys, this book, yeah, you can keep it as your guide, because while these discussions can introduce you to the ideas, the real transformation comes from sitting with the words, reflecting on them, and applying them. Books like this are not simply read, they are revisited, they grow with you. A lesson that means one thing today may mean something absolutely completely different 5 years from now. So thank you for joining me on this incredible journey through Babylon. Thank you for allowing me to share these lessons with you, and thank you for being part of what we are building here at Michael Reads. I've been wearing this t-shirt for the last few days. I do have a second channel, Michael Reads too, where I will start going through some books. I have plenty books on the side here, but they're all within copyright, so I can't do a chapter to chapter reading. um, on those books. But what I will do, I will create some shorts where I will just summarize the books as much as possible. So uh, have a look at my second channel, where content will start funneling into there. Once we start on our next book, we have quite a few books to go through. And remember, your circumstances today do not have to determine your future. Your choices do. So keep reading, keep learning, and keep growing until the next time. I will share and do a reveal of our next book, which I am really super excited to be doing. And I can't wait to get started on that. I shall start working on it this week so that I can bring you the first few chapters in this week coming. So please keep your notifications on so that you know when that's going to happen. But I look forward to seeing you all in the next book. Thank you so much for joining me here at Michael Reads today. Ta-da. Take care.